I always feel like somebody's watching me. It have no privacy. Oh, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? When I come home at night, I lock the door real tight. Boom, go back. People call me on the phone, I'm trying to avoid. Can the people don't really see me, or am I just paranoid? When I'm in the shower, I'm afraid to wash my hair, 'cause I might open my eyes and find someone standing there. People say I'm crazy, just a little touch, but maybe showers remind me of Psycho too much. You sing it. Ho! What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Guys, I just got home from work. My brain is fried. It's temporary insanity, all right? Don't hold it against me, all right? The silliness, the delusion. It takes me a while to calm down. You know what I mean? Try living with me. Cuckoo. Anyway, guys, let me start off by giving a couple of shout outs right here, all right? And the first shout out I want to give to John Paul of the Amazing Entertainment Hacker channel, all right? I want you guys to check him out. Recently, he invited me onto his channel to submit a video talking about what Star Wars means to me. I think he did an excellent job editing it, and you know, he made me almost look presentable and sensible. So you know, shout out to you, JP. Thank you so much. I'm going to leave the link in the description box so you guys go over there, check him out. You know, he's also on Twitter. I will leave the link to that as well, and give him a subscribe. You know what I mean? He is doing amazing work. There's so many people out there these days. It's so exciting in the fandom menace. You know, there's just so many people coming out and coming up, and they are kicking ass, man. Oh my God. We are on the winning team. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad these guys are on my side, but I'm glad we're all on the same side, you know, which is the right side. And also, I want to give a shout out to the channel, the YouTube channel, Ham Sandwich. And I want you to check his channel out, all right? He recently did this video that is freaking bananas, and I'm going to leave the link in the description box to that as well. It's kind of like, it's funny because he's doing an origin of Rian Johnson situation, and somehow he's managed to do this editing thing where he's got all of the familiar faces, you know, a lot of the familiar faces from the fandom menace on there, where he superimposes it. It's kind of like a Fight Club kind of thing. You got to see it to believe it, man. He did an excellent job, and I want you guys to check it out. So I'll leave the link there. All right, but right now, guys, I want to spin off into this topic. Yesterday, I saw this article, and it concerns Jordan Peele, you know, the director of Us and Get Out. And you might recall maybe a few months ago I did a video about him calling him out because of the ignorant thing that he said about how he didn't want to hire any white leads for his movies, which at the time I found to be quite ironic, being that he is biracial, married to a white woman with biracial children, and I think that's wonderful, you know, but it's like, why would you take that type of stance? But anyway, I gave it to him pretty bad, you know what I mean? Maybe I'll even leave the link to that video in the description box as well. Ooh, the description box is getting full. But yeah, I want to give him some respect actually right now because, you know, fair play, you know what I mean? I saw something I didn't like before. This time I see something that kind of makes me think that, you know, he's going up a couple of notches in my book as far as respect is concerned. I'm sure he'll do something to fuck that up. But right now, I want to share something with you guys that I saw on comicbook.com. All right, and what this is with like the news coming out that Mahershala Ali will be taking over the role of Blade. There's been some speculation about who might direct that, and Jordan Peele's name came up. Jordan Peele had a response, you know, to the notion that he would be directing the new Blade movie or any other comic book movie, okay? So let me read a little bit of this. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Once again, where will this article be? In the description box, all right? But here it goes, all right? So I'm going to start here. All right, before the debut of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or even before Marvel films like X-Men and Spider-Man landed in theaters, moviegoers were treated to an adaptation of Blade, you're damn right, with Wesley Snipes, always been on black, Wesley Snipes, playing the vampire killer. For decades, fans have been hoping to see the character be revived within the proper MCU. I'm in that number two. I really wanted to see that happen with Wesley Snipes. With Marvel Studios confirming this past weekend that Mahershala Ali would play the character in a Phase 5 project. Fans have already begun speculating about what type of project they can anticipate and what other talent can get involved. But Get Out and Us director Jordan Peele has already taken his name out of the running. Jordan Peele has taken his name out of the running, okay? And here's what Jordan Peele says. So many of those properties, it's a childhood dream to be able to essentially see what you saw in your imagination as a child, watching or reading or whatever you were doing with that stuff. Peele shared with Rolling Stone last year when discussing the prospects of directing a comic book film. It's a filmmaker's dream, but you know, I feel like I only have so much time, I have a lot of stories to tell, and it just doesn't feel right. Okay. While he did admit that it would be a total temptation to direct such a film, he also admitted that while he's a comic book fan, he feels as though he lacked the true passion to pursue such a project. Alright, pay attention to that. While he is a comic book fan, he felt as though he lacked the true passion to pursue such a project. I'm a comic book and graphic novel appreciator, but I can't call myself a true fanboy, Peele noted. Alright. So fans shouldn't expect Peele to enter the fray of superhero films. But when it comes to genre filmmaking, he's developed the recent reboot of The Twilight Zone, which fucking sucks. Okay, so we'll stay on topic here. Alright, so Jordan Peele is saying that even though he has been a comic book fan, he lacks the true passion to do it justice. Alright, now this is where the respect comes in, guys. Because this is what I feel is wrong right now. I should say, this indicates what's wrong with what's been going on in geek culture right now. You have way too many people involved in the creative process in all of these properties that don't belong there. You know what I mean? Whether it is Star Wars or Star Trek or anything that you can name, James Bond now, you know, you have people in there who have no business being in there because they don't have passion for it. All right, the only thing that these people are doing is they're taking the money, all right, and then they're thinking about what their political stance is and how we might be able to twist these characters to suit our political aspirations and our opinions. You know, and that's what we're seeing in the genres today that are being affected by this, whether it's comic books, you know, or whether it's TV, or whether it's major motion pictures, it's all the same. All right, so I give Jordan Peele one big great shout out of respect, knowing when to take your ass and getting on down the block. All right, because there's too many people coming in here who are like, yeah, I'll take a stab at it, and then just fuck the whole thing up. You know, and this is what I'm talking about. It's been going on for far too long. Rian Johnson, J.J. Abrams, Kathleen Kennedy, everybody that you can name. You can look to somebody like Jordan Peele and what he said and really like roll it around in your mind and think about that. All right, because what you're doing is you're alienating all of the fans, all of the loyal people who have been following these things, and you're doing irreparable damage, you know, to what should be iconic and timeless characters. You know, so when I see what Jordan Peele did and what he said, I have to give him respect. You know what I mean? Even though I whooped that ass a few months ago, I have to say, Jordan Peele, big respect to you for knowing when to bow out. And let's hope you stay that way, you know? Because really, the only reason why people would be approaching you is because, you know, you're the it director right now. You're hot. Okay, you're talented and everything. All right? But we don't need tokenism over capability when it comes to the subject matter. All right, I'm not saying that you would just be a token. I'm just saying you don't want to fall into that category. You don't want to fall into that trap of getting in where you don't fit in, you know? So I do appreciate the fact that you knew how to, you know, sidestep that one, you know, and I hope no matter how much money they wave in your face, unless you are truly inspired, I hope you stay away from, you know, Marvel, DC, anything, you know, that you're not feeling passionate about. Let passion guide you. I only wish that Rian Johnson had done that. I wish that J.J. Abrams had done that. You know, we might be looking at a different, you know, set of circumstances, you know, with Star Wars right now, and Star Trek for that matter. All right, guys, so I just wanted to share that with you. You know, what do you think about Jordan Peele bowing out? Do you think he could have done, you know, a decent comic book movie, or Blade? You think he could have done that? You know, Blade, the subject matter is dark. You never know. He could have, but I trust him. And he said he didn't think he could do it, so I gotta respect that. All right, guys. So anyway, You can get in the comment section, let me know how you feel about this. You can like, you can share, you can subscribe. And of course, when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. YouTube likes to take away my subscribers. And I've had people tell me they don't get notified, so make sure that you know what's up with that, all right? Of course, you can catch me on Twitter. I will be there. All right, guys, that's it for now. I will catch you in the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.